Hey guys, it's Caleb. Right now I'm walking around the upstairs floor of my house. Here's the sunroom we've been working on. Looks pretty great. I actually don't really need to be up here. I came up here so I could walk down the stairs for a shot. Because today I'm going to be kind of giving a tour of the whole basement that I work in and do all my videos and everything. I'll show off some of my equipment and everything. But yeah, basically, I've just been doing some cleaning because it has been really messy. So I decided now that I've cleaned it, I could do a little tour of it. So, first off here, this is neat. This was like a Thanksgiving decoration, but this looks really pretty to have. So, that's pretty cool. So, this whole side of the room is going to be where my mom babysits my nephew Lucas. So, we have a lot of baby toys and stuff. A lot of these are stuff I used when I was younger. This is like, well, this isn't. This is just from a garage sale that we went to a few weeks ago. This is a cool little tent thing. There are some like Thomas toys and stuff. Some potato heads without many body parts to attach to the potato heads. Don't ask why that says tongs, but I'm going to answer it anyway. It's because I don't know, it was something I had put on there. I used to label all these after things I'd like and want to organize in there, but obviously these are not tongs, unless we're speaking another language. I don't think so. We have some little people toys. Hello! Some Peppa Pig toys. This is filled with all sorts of stuff, mainly like there's all sorts of things like Disney characters and a couple like here's Swiper, no swiping. What else? There's this xylophone. Wonderful. A couple bowls. Interesting. Here is just a little car racing track themed after Cars 2. That's neat. There's the dehumidifier. Here are a ton of old games that my siblings would play, and now they're being kept down here. A lot of cool old games. I showed it in the old toys video of Daily Caleb about 50 days ago. It's just all sorts of little cool figures and stuff. This was one of my favorites. They don't all really fit in the mystery machine, but yeah. Here's the futon. You've probably seen this in a lot of Daily Caleb's. It's been in, there was always that it was in. It was in the first meme video. This is an old laptop that I don't even use anymore. This bulletin board, and here are my xylophone mallets. My drumsticks are currently in my backpack because I still do school band, keeping them in there until the end of the year, I think, which is just in a few days. Then this is a folder with a lot of scripts in there. This is for episode 81, 82, 89, 88. There was a large gap without scripts. Yeah, there are a ton of them in here. Pretty neat. That's that. And of course, here is the drum set. It's not in its best condition because I'm taking lessons on drum set playing soon. Looks like Mickey Mouse. But yeah, I got this for my birthday last year, and because of my green screen over here, I often have to make room to film in front of it. Here's a pretty nice green screen. We've been considering actually getting rid of this whole thing over here and just making the wall a giant green screen, because that would be more convenient. There would be a lot less wrinkles, so we could easily just iron those out. Here is, back when I was considering doing Daily Caleb in front of this for like one day, I had these things here to put my tripod on and to make sure it was always in the same spot. Here is an amp that I don't really use that much, but it's nice. You have a microphone and everything. Mic drop. You have this lightsaber here, which is pretty neat. It's hard to maneuver this with one hand, especially the one that I'm not good with. Ow, hurts. So, this is where I keep a lot of little knickknacks and stuff. You have some Star Wars decals down there. Oh, can't do a good Chewbacca impression. You have this figure of Steve from Minecraft. Up here, there's more stuff. You have my iPod Touch, which is currently dead, I guess. This is a neat thing. It's a book I made back in 5th grade. Rhymes. Unintentional rhymes. It's based off the No Strings Attached episode, The Birthday Disaster. And as you can see, I took a lot of screen caps from the episode, and I think there was some really funny typo in here, or just weird sounding sentence. Hold on, let me, because I just remember I had done a video with this. I'd done a video where I read this book, but I never really uploaded it. If you want, leave a like and I'll do that kind of thing. You know what, I'll find that typo if I ever do read a book. It wasn't a typo, it was just weird grammar. If I ever do read the book on video. You have this lightsaber, which lights up sometimes. Yep, there we go, it's pretty cool. You have this TIE fighter, which is neat. Rise of Skywalker novel edition. You have this neat little Darth Vader figure. I love the look of it and everything. And this is the box for my big Darth Vader figure. He's over at my desk on the Daily Caleb set. And I'll show him later. I unboxed him live on the show. This is neat. It doesn't have batteries, but it's like a little... Oh, it has like 200 mini little arcade games you can play on here. It's really neat. I'll have to show that in a video sometime. And it's all falling apart. I literally just put this thing in here like 20 minutes ago because I needed a place to store it. I didn't want to throw it out. Here, we have some cool stuff. Here's a Lego set from one of the Fantastic Beasts movies. You have the first and last Harry Potter movie on DVD. I have most of them on DVD, and I have most of the books, but I just thought if I want to do videos here, it would be cool to have the first and the last. You have this Minecraft pig. I got him down at the beach, so that's pretty cool. I got him at a boardwalk shop in New Jersey. That's neat. He's pretty cute. You have SpongeBob here. You have this Minecraft background. This was from like a stop motion kit thing that I got with a lot of little Minecraft figures. It's pretty neat because they had like 4 different background images. I think there's another on the other side, but I don't feel like going and taking the tape off and getting that out. Here's the case for my iPhone. This is a Lego set from Toy Story 4. You have, speaking of Toy Story, you have this Funko Pop figure of Buzz Lightyear. Here's like some chewing gum, obviously. I don't know why I forgot what it was called. I did a whole video on it over at the screen. You have, I'll tell the story of that in a minute. You have BB-8. I got him for my birthday last year. He's pretty cool. Let me get some room. No, that's not how it works. It's like... Wait, how? Let me move this guy over to the table. I want to show you guys. Okay, I'm forgetting how you just pull it back. What? Just rev him up. Anyway, here's the final thing on the shelf. I wanted to save it for last. It's a 3D printed Shrek because one of my teachers in 5th grade had a 3D printer, and basically everyone had to do a report in the entire 5th grade on a state. Of course, multiple people could have the same state, but like one class who the teacher with the 3D printer let people print out things related to their state, and they could show it at their thing. It was a big poster board, and they had to do a presentation. Presentation, that's the word I forgot. I'm forgetting there. But the other classes who didn't 3D print stuff for their report basically just got 3D print anything they want. So me being in a Shrek memeing phase, decided to 3D print Shrek. I've been wanting to color him in with marker or something, but I feel like I could ruin it. Like if I accidentally get a bit of green down here or something. Really, I think it's nice in the white color scheme. What else? This isn't gonna stay here. This is just what I've been throwing away stuff in since I've been cleaning this basement. Here's my school backpack. And you have like a little, here's all my art supplies. And we have this little adorable guy. Hi! What is this, a dog? The way I'm petting it is like it's a dog. Sorry. Here's just my folder. It has a lot of stuff in it, but nothing's really interesting in there. It's a sweatshirt. I put it on. Here's a blanket. I use it if I get cold. There's really no interesting story to those. Now, we're gonna save my whole desk for last. Here's just some little art projects I've done for class. This is like called pop art. It's pretty neat. You probably have seen it around before. It's like an old art style from like the 60s. And this is called Zentangle, which are really just, you can relax and make all sorts of little patterns and stuff. So I did that. Here's another amp that I don't use, and I don't know if I showed it. Here's the couch and everything and the table. I showed BB-8 on this table, yeah. Here is the box for my Lego Yoda. I think I just keep some random little stuff in there. 11 minutes in, that's the first cut I had to make because I had my address listed on this box, and this camera quality is pretty good, so I didn't want it to be able to be seen. Some of the stuff in here, it's mainly spare Lego pieces, but there's also important stuff for really how I really sell the multiple roles thing that I do in a lot of my videos. Recently, I've been wearing some ties. This will always help. And wearing baseball caps that's the other thing. And here I keep two of my puppets. I really don't keep them there. I just kind of keep them here so I can, I keep them here for this video. I just put them here because they've normally been like a lion on the thing there. Well, here's Tommy, obviously. And here's Harry Otter. Hello. I just have some random books here. Harry Potter, a couple of Minecraft books, and a book that I got a couple years ago that I still haven't read, but seems pretty neat. Okay, so onto the desk now. Well, you have a couple, like you have the Hogwarts poster, you have Darth Vader or Cross, the Mandalorian poster, some more Star Wars decal things, you have a Marvel poster. And then on the desk with my Daily Caleb set, you have this really awesome SpongeBob DVD. It has like the first 5 seasons. And it's hard to see on video, but this is kind of like a different material like that the SpongeBob image is of. And it also has this really neat plastic case. So that's pretty cool. You have a couple cameras that I don't use, but are just there for the effect. You have this big Darth Vader figure. You have this SpongeBob. I originally had him as like an Easter basket. Here's just the thing that most of my this is for the company that makes most of the puppets I use. So I decided, hey, I use them so much that it would be kind of cool to have the tag on there. Here's this little film clapper that I don't really use, so I just kept it on the set. I'm trying to do the thing, but it's very tight. You have Yoda and Yoda. That's pretty neat. Oh, yes. I do a bad Yoda impression. I'm not going to subject you to any more of that. You have the on-air sign. This has been in the majority of my videos. And here is my PC. It is pretty awesome. I'll just show a bit of it. It has a big Avengers Endgame background, which is pretty neat. My brother-in-law built this all for me and gave it to me as a Christmas present because I've been wanting a PC that allows me to really edit things really well. And if you just look at all this techno stuff, that's pretty neat. You have a photo of me and my siblings, which is, I can't say neat again. I say that word way too much. We're all squad goals. I think that's what squad goals. We're all looking pretty cool in it. You have this little top secret notebook. I just write down a lot of stuff in there. Here's another notebook. I don't even know what's in there, so I don't remember what's in there, so I'm not gonna go through all of that. You have 3PO and R2. You have a pencil sharpener, which isn't even plugged in, I think. And here's the board. And that's right up my whole desk area. And this is another Mac I've used because I used that one. The one I had over there, I started running out of storage, and I didn't handle storage that well in the olden days of like 2 years ago. So my dad brought home this one from his work, and I used that for the majority of last year. I edited a lot of I made the 5-year anniversary video on there, and all sorts of other things. Yeah, the whole basement here. Well, we're not 100% done yet. We'll walk into the other side of the world. I mean the basement. Here is where I keep a lot of just old books and stuff. When I cleared out my bookshelf back there. This is from a thing in first grade at the end of the year. Oh my goodness, this is nostalgic. We did a thing called Camp Learned a Lot. We get all these merit badges for doing fun activities. I don't remember too much about that. I just remember it being really cool. So here is the wall of scripts. I don't have enough thumbtacks to put in all the other ones that I showed on the other side of the wall. Family memories thing is because we had a lot of old family photos on here, but barely anyone even comes down here. So I decided to use it to, at the end of the year probably, I'll do a cool thing where I show just all the scripts at the end of the year of Daily Caleb next March. We have all sorts of stuff. There are scripts for just so many episodes. Like, I started doing some printed ones here. And then there are also, man, sometimes I'm forgetting these episodes exist and I look back at them. It's crazy. And here is a ton of my puppets. This one I haven't actually used in a video, or this one, or I believe this one. I've had plans to use all these. I never really have gotten around to it. Here's Davy and Bobby, two of my favorites. Davy's hair is getting so messed up. I wonder if hair gel works on puppets. You also have, oh man, I've been looking for this. It's Dobby. I have the Dobby back here. Dobby is a plush now. And there's also just some Lego sets and stuff. Random figures and everything. Because I've been keeping a lot of my old Legos down here. Here's Squidward's house. Because I never actually got a set with Squidward's house in it. So I had to go the custom route. And now his house is practically destroyed. Oh well. Here's Mrs. Puff's boating school, and really that's about it. There's not much interesting in this whole half of the house or the basement, because it's not where I do all my work and everything. Oh, here's something neat. Can I stop saying that word? I don't even mean to. It's like just a weird habit. I like the word neat. It's pretty neat. We keep a lot of old baby stuff that we aren't using, and oh man, it's being covered up by stuff, but every year at my birthday parties, for a while, my brother would make all sorts of variations of pin the head on the donkey. I'm getting my things mixed up because I see another one. I'll explain in a minute. Pin the tail on the donkey that were based off the theme of the party. So I got we did pin the head on the minifigure. That's neat. Pin the tooth on the dinosaur. It's barely on there because the shelf is covering it all up. Pin the nose on the Squidward. And there's also a pin the scar on the Harry, which you can't really see from that well because of the shelf covering it up. But speaking of, you know how I was talking earlier about the Shrek thing and how it was made because my grade was doing state reports and stuff? Here is that. I did mine on Hawaii because I've always thought it's a pretty cool, I'm saying the word cool this time, state. This is a science experiment that I did for a science fair one year called Our Daily Bread. And it basically shows if bread is better in the fridge, the cabinet, or the freezer. So I did a cool experiment on this. Some of these poster boards and stuff would make a good Daily Caleb or something, but this isn't a Daily Caleb. This is just a little extra video. What is that face? I was trying to make a face on there. But yeah, you can see a lot of stuff. if you actually scroll down on my videos, I did a video where 2 years ago, it was 2019, I did a video for the science fair, and it was a time lapse of all the breads. I took photos every day, so you can see, here's day 1, here's day 14, and here's day 28. The cabinet did not go well. Freezer kind of distorted the bread a little bit. Not too much, but it still has snow all over it. Yeah, that's snow. I totally worded that right. And there's the fridge, which it looks a bit red, but I don't think it actually is. It's just because of the way it printed. So it's not mold or anything. It's just the printer. So yeah, that's about that. And this is going to be hard to do with my left hand. Squidward is not amused. So yeah, that's my basement. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tour I did. So that's basically it. It's cool reflecting on all the different times of my life. You know, maybe a year from now I'll do a very similar thing. I'll talk about what my basement looks like in 2022. That could be a very neat concept. So with that, I think I'm just gonna roll the end screen as you guys look around at the basement one more time. Caleb out.